At TSA Security, your $400 smart suitcase is required to surrender. You have to decide, keep the bag or miss your flight. This is happening right now. Here are 11 electronics TSA is flagging and how to keep yours. Here's how to keep your gear and your flight. Security just got a massive upgrade. New CT scanners are rolling out nationwide. 3D AI scans spot every battery. Fire risk? Required to surrender. The good news? You can often leave your laptop and liquids inside. The bad news? This new AI is trained to hunt for one thing above all else, fire risk. And the number one source of fire risk in our luggage comes from lithium-ion batteries. For years, the rules about batteries have been on the books, but enforcement was spotty. The old scanners just couldn't always spot a spare battery tucked away. Well, that era is over. The new AI flags these things instantly, and agents are enforcing a zero-tolerance policy driven by a scary rise in lithium battery fires on planes. This is a total reset of how we travel, and it's catching even seasoned flyers off guard. So before you pack, let's break down the expensive items on the TSA's digital chopping block. Number 1. Smart luggage with non-removable batteries. First on our list is the smart suitcase. These bags, which run from $300 to over $500, pack cool features like GPS trackers and USB charging ports. But the rule is brutally simple. Any smart luggage with a non-removable lithium-ion battery is banned from both carry-on and checked bags. The danger is thermal runaway, a chain reaction where the battery overheats and catches fire. If that happens in the cabin, it can be fought, but in the cargo hold, the results could be catastrophic. The new AI scanner builds a 3D model of your bag and immediately spots a battery built into the frame. If it can't be easily removed, the bag gets flagged and denied. A traveler named Mark learned this the hard way. He was forced to gate check his new $450 smart suitcase. The agent told him to pop the battery out, but his model required a screwdriver. The agent just said, "Sir, the battery has to be removable by hand." Mark had to abandon his brand new suitcase to make his flight. So how do you avoid this? Before you buy, make sure the battery can be popped out without tools. Look for labels like TSA-approved removable power. If you already own one, check if the manufacturer offers a retrofit kit. Otherwise, it's now useless for air travel. Number 2. High-capacity power banks. Next up is the most confiscated electronic item, the power bank. Losing one can set you back $80 to over $200 for a beefy model. The rules all come down to watt-hours, or watt-hours. Power banks under 100 watt-hours are generally okay in your carry-on. From 101 to 160 watt-hours, you need airline approval. Anything over 160 watt-hours is completely banned. And remember, all spare lithium batteries, including every power bank, are forbidden in checked bags. A power bank is a dense brick of flammable energy. If it catches fire in the cargo hold, nobody would know until it was too late. The hidden trap that gets so many people is the label. The new scanners can spot a battery, but they can't read the fine print. If an agent checks and the watt-hour rating is scratched off, faded, or missing, they'll assume the worst and confiscate it. One traveler watched his $150 premium power bank get tossed. The label was worn, and the agent said, "If I can't read it, you lose it." So, how do you avoid this mess? Only buy power banks from reputable brands that clearly print the watt-hours. Before every trip, check the label. If it's worn, get a new one. Snap a photo of the label as backup. And never, ever pack your power bank in checked luggage. Number 3. Cordless hairstyling tools. A gadget causing headaches for travelers. Expensive cordless hairstyling tools. A premium cordless straightener or curler can cost $150 to over $400. To a TSA scanner, these are a red flag because they combine a powerful lithium-ion battery with a heating element designed to hit 400 degrees Fahrenheit. The AI is programmed to see this combo as a serious fire risk if it accidentally turns on. Because of this, all cordless hair tools with a lithium battery must be in your carry-on. They are forbidden in checked luggage. You also have to prove the device is protected from accidentally turning on. This means a travel lock, a physical safety cover over the heating plates, or a case that keeps the power button from being pressed. Butane-powered tools are even trickier, as many airlines ban them outright. A traveler had her $300 cordless straightener confiscated because she'd lost the small plastic cap that covered the heating plates. The agent explained that without the cover, it wasn't protected from accidental activation. To keep your pricey hair tools safe, pack them in your carry-on only. Engage any travel lock it has and use the original safety cover or a hard case. Honestly, the easiest solution is to pack a traditional corded hair tool instead. They have zero flight restrictions. We're partway through, and if you're finding this useful, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We put out videos every week with insider travel tips that save you time, money, and a whole lot of frustration. Now, let's get back to the list. Number 4. Drones and their batteries. Next up, drones. A good consumer drone costs between $300 and $1,500, but getting it to your destination is complicated. The main issue is the batteries. The number 1 rule is that all spare drone batteries are carry-on only. They are absolutely forbidden in checked baggage. Any battery over 100 watt-hours will likely need airline approval, and if the label is unreadable, it's guaranteed to be confiscated. You also have to protect the battery terminals from short-circuiting. This means covering the contacts with electrical tape or keeping each battery in a special fire-safe bag. An agent seeing loose, unprotected drone batteries is an immediate red flag. On top of that, national security concerns about certain drone brands mean your gear might get a much closer look, increasing the chance of delays or confiscation. Here's your action plan for flying with a drone. First, call your airline to confirm their policies. Pack the drone body in either carry-on or checked, but all batteries must be in your carry-on. Know the watt-hour rating of every battery and make sure those labels are perfect. Finally, protect every battery terminal. Number 5. Vapes and e-cigarettes. An item TSA agents call a huge focus: vapes and e-cigarettes. A personal vaporizer might only cost $50 to $200, but it represents a dual risk: a lithium-ion battery and liquids. Due to incidents where vapes have caught fire on planes, the rules are incredibly strict. All vapes, e-cigarettes, and any spare batteries are absolutely prohibited in checked luggage. They must be in your carry-on, and many airlines require them to be on your person, not in the overhead bin. You are also not allowed to charge your vape at any point while on the plane. The new CT scanners are incredibly good at spotting the unique signature of a vape, which often triggers a mandatory manual inspection. To avoid trouble when flying with a vape, follow these rules. Pack the device and any liquids in your carry-on only. Make sure the device is completely powered off. If carrying extra liquid, ensure it follows the TSA's 311 rule. And check your airline's specific rules, as they are often even stricter than the TSA's. Number 6. Spare batteries for essential medical devices. This next category is critical. We're talking about spare batteries for devices like portable oxygen concentrators, POCs, or powered wheelchairs. A single spare battery can cost over $300, and a mistake can have serious health consequences. Just like power banks, all spare medical batteries must be in your carry-on. Since these batteries are often larger than the standard 100 watt-hour limit, you will almost always need to get prior approval from your airline, at least 48 hours before your flight. The most devastating trap is an unreadable label. A senior citizen shared a heartbreaking story of having the spare battery for his POC confiscated because the label had become worn. The agent couldn't verify its watt-hour rating and had to take it, leaving the man with only one battery for his entire trip and causing incredible stress. Here is your essential checklist. All spare batteries go in your carry-on. Contact your airline 48 hours before you fly to get approval. Inspect every battery to ensure the labels are crystal clear and take a photo as a backup. And carry a letter from your doctor explaining why you need the device. Number 7. Personal electric vehicles, hoverboards, e-scooters. Our next item has led to a near-total ban: personal electric mobility devices like hoverboards and e-scooters. These gadgets, costing from $200 to over $800, are considered so dangerous that you shouldn't even think about bringing one to an airport. The problem is their massive lithium-ion batteries. Under FAA regulations, any device with a battery over 160 watt-hours is forbidden on passenger aircraft. The batteries in almost every hoverboard and e-scooter are far larger than this limit. Virtually every major airline has a total ban on these devices, not in carry-on, not in checked bags. Some people think they can take the device apart, but the battery itself will still be over the limit and will be required to surrender. The advice here is the most straightforward of all. Do not try to fly with a hoverboard or an electric scooter. The chance of it being confiscated is nearly 100%. If you must get one to your destination, your only legal option is to ship it using a ground carrier like FedEx or UPS that is certified to handle hazardous materials. Number 8. Large portable speakers. An item many don't consider a flight risk. Large portable speakers. While your small pocket-sized speaker is fine, the big, powerful party speakers from brands like JBL or Sony can cost you $300 to $500 and are a huge red flag. The problem is, they are essentially giant power banks in disguise. Many contain massive lithium-ion batteries that are well over the 100 watt-hour limit, placing them in the airline approval required category. A traveler might not even think to check the battery specs on their speaker, but the new CT scanners will spot that dense battery pack immediately. If it's over 100 watt-hours and you don't have prior approval, or over 160 watt-hours at all, it's not flying. To avoid losing your speaker, treat it like a high-capacity power bank. Check the watt-hours rating before you pack. If it's over 100 watt-hours, call your airline for approval. And like all powerful lithium batteries, it's safest in your carry-on. Number 9. Smart heated apparel. A surprising new item on the confiscation list is smart heated apparel. We're talking about expensive jackets, vests, and even gloves with built-in heating elements, often costing between $200 and $600. These are a perfect target for the new AI scanners, which are designed to flag the combination of a lithium-ion battery and a heating element. The risk is the same as a cordless hair straightener. Accidental activation in a cramped bag could cause the garment to heat up and potentially start a fire. Because of this, the rules are very specific, and there's a common trap. You cannot have the battery connected to the garment during screening or in a checked bag. The battery itself must be removed from the apparel. The jacket or vest without the battery can be packed in either your carry-on or checked bag. But the lithium-ion battery must be carried on with you and is subject to the same watt-hour limits as any other battery. To fly with your heated jacket, remove the battery pack. Carry the battery in the cabin, making sure it's under the watt-hour limit. Pack the jacket itself wherever you'd like. Number 10. Satellite messengers and personal locator beacons. Finally, a critical tool for adventurers, satellite messengers and personal locator beacons, or PLBS. Devices from brands like Garmin or Spot can cost $250 to over $500 and are lifelines in areas without cell service, but their powerful lithium batteries put them under strict scrutiny. These devices must be in your carry-on luggage and must be protected from accidental activation. For a PLB, this is especially critical, as a false distress signal can trigger a massive and costly search and rescue operation. Most have safety covers or lock switches for this reason. The biggest trap is the battery itself. Some of these devices use lithium metal batteries, which have even stricter rules than lithium-ion, or they may have batteries that exceed the 100 watt-hour limit, requiring airline approval. An agent seeing an unfamiliar, high-tech device with a powerful battery will immediately pull it for inspection. Number 11. High-powered laser pointers. While a small presentation remote is fine, industrial-grade lasers over 5 milliwatts are now major red flags for the new CT scanners. Because they pose a direct threat to flight safety if they accidentally activate, if yours doesn't have a clear manufacturer safety label, it's a guaranteed surrender at the gate. Always pack them in your carry-on, but only if they are properly labeled for personal use. To travel with these devices, pack them in your carry-on. Ensure all safety locks are engaged. Know your battery's exact specifications, watt hours and type, and get airline approval if necessary. So that's the list. 11 categories of expensive electronics being targeted by the TSA's new AI scanners. The common thread is the lithium-ion battery. The simple rule is this: if it has a powerful lithium battery, if it generates heat or if you can't clearly read its specifications, it has a much higher chance of being flagged and taken away. The days of inconsistent enforcement are over. The huge investment in CT scanning tech means old rules are now being enforced with digital precision. Before you fly, take 5 minutes to check your electronics. Verify your power bank labels, make sure your smart luggage battery pops out, and double-check your airline's specific rules. That little bit of prep can be the difference between a smooth trip and losing hundreds of dollars at the security gate. Which of these rules surprised you the most? Have you ever had an item taken by the TSA? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience could help another traveler avoid the same fate. And if this video helped you get ready for your next flight, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more essential travel advice. Safe travels and pack smart. And if you think these are the only electronics TSA is taking from travelers, wait until you see what else is getting seized at airport security. Watch the next video where I show the electronics TSA is still confiscating from carry-on bags.